Guys, what would you say if I told you that there was a company that put an app on your computer that you didn't ask for that has the option to scan your face and it's on your computer? What would happen? What would you say? Now, you may guess, oh, I'm talking about LG, maybe Dell, Acer. I don't know. Well, you might believe me because that's the video that I made a week ago about LG's monitor fiasco. We're going to revisit that for a brief second because it does somewhat relate to this. Well, surprise! It's not them. It's not LG. It's Microsoft. And they did it 7 days after telling somebody else to knock it off. You can't make this stuff up at this point. I couldn't if I tried. Now, to be fair, this face scanning piece of this is opt-in, but I'm going to show you where it asks and what it asks as well. I'm going to walk you through it. But the app itself, nobody asked me if I wanted this on my computer. Not once. I didn't get an email from Microsoft asking if I would like another Photos app. Check this out. Windows 11 is quietly installing OneDrive Photos, and it wants to scan your photos for faces if you'll just let it. I'm going to show you on my computer what it looks like and give you an idea of what's going on here. This is pretty crazy stuff. And guys, look at the subhead here in this article. I love this. Yet another photo viewer and editor for Windows 11 that nobody asked to have installed automatically. So let's talk about what it is. All right. Well, if you haven't guessed, it's a Photos app. It showed up in late July, and Microsoft has since said that it came through a OneDrive update rather than like a separate install or anything like that. And it's not even really an app if you look at the actual mechanics of this thing. It's built on WebView 2, which is basically means it's a browser wearing an app costume that's sitting right in your start menu, and it lives right here. I will show you. Pay no attention to the awesome Doom background that is eating up all of the resources on my PC. All you got to do here is type in this little path right here to the OneDrive app.exe, which will launch this. Would you look at that? This is brand new. I haven't seen this before. And here's the part that kind of got me. People are finding this thing who aren't even signed into a Microsoft account. You open it and it shows your local photos with no sign-in required, by the way. And it feels like this needs to be said. Windows, by the way, already has a Photos app. It's been there. Nobody likes it. And you can't uninstall that one either. So now you've got two. Okay, so here's why I actually wanted to make this. About a week and a half ago, I made a video about LG, and people were plugging in their LG monitors and noticing that it came bundled with a companion app. And that caused the McAfee pop-up to occur on people's screens. Gamers Nexus did a great coverage video on it, and it actually showed what it looked like. And in Steve's video, on 32 boot ups, out of those 32, 31 times it showed that McAfee pitch that popped up on his screen. And it's not the first time that this has happened either, because people have been complaining about this on Microsoft's forums for years. There's actually a thread from November of 2024. PC Repair Tech, who posted about it in July of 2025, was another example. And nobody from Microsoft answered either one of those things. It kind of really took Gamers Nexus making a video about it. It also hit Reddit as well, which helped propel it. And then Tim Sweeney, and this is where things tie back into this Windows 11, Epic Games founder, responded to one of these tweets where someone was calling this out and tagged the VP of Windows and said, hey, a lot of people are talking about this. And then look at the timing, because this is where it's important. July 22nd, VP of Windows says, hey, thanks for bringing it to our attention. We talked to LG. They agreed to disable the pop-up. We're working towards a shared goal of a better experience for our mutual customers. We're working on it. Again, pay attention to the date, July 22nd, 2026. Great. Love it. Awesome sentiment. That's fantastic. That's the VP of Windows, July 22nd. And the headlines for that week were things like this. Microsoft is cracking down on Windows 11 bloatware ads, forces LG to pull the McAfee pop-up. And then 7 days later, this exact same publication is reporting that Windows 11 is quietly installing a Microsoft Photo app through Windows Update that nobody asked for. 7 days, guys. Now, I want to be careful here because I don't want to oversell it. Microsoft's app is not shoving a paid antivirus trial in your face every time that you boot up your PC. Not the same crime. And I'm not saying that it is. What I am saying is it's like the same pipeline. It wasn't even about McAfee bad. It was more about why anything should be installing itself on my machine without asking me. All right, so let's talk about the face thing, because this is where it gets interesting, and this is where I actually kind of didn't change my mind, but I have some more context while I was researching this. Inside of this new Photos app, this OneDrive Photos app, is a section called People, and it groups photos by face. And Microsoft's own documentation, this is their words, by the way, says the feature collects, uses, and stores facial scans and biometric information. They also say that if you turn it off, that your data is permanently removed within 30 days, and they say that it's private and not shared with any third parties, and that it's not being used to train their bigger AI models. Do with that what you will. You can believe that if you want to. I'll leave that up to you. And before somebody corrects me in the comments, this facial scan feature is not new. This is not something that Microsoft cooked up last week. There's a screenshot on Microsoft's own forums that I found from January 2025 showing this exact toggle. It got some broader preview attention around October of last year. Microsoft's support page for it, as of today, still says coming soon. So it's kind of all over the place, but it's been here for a while. So the feature is old news. What's new is that they put a desktop app on your computer that brings it to your PC, and they did that without telling anybody. So the scanning isn't new, but the delivery is. But here's a sentence on Microsoft's website that should give you some pause. Check this out. Some regions require your consent before we can begin processing your photos. Read that again with me, just one more time. Some regions require user consent. Not we ask everybody because it's the right thing to do. Some regions require it. That seems like less of a product decision, more compliance step. Illinois has a biometric privacy law. Texas has one. Washington has one as well. Europe has GDPR. Most of the rest of the country has nothing. So the whole idea of Microsoft asking first might be true where the law makes them. And I genuinely don't know what happens where it doesn't. And I read everything that I could about this. I'm trying to pin down when that prompt even fires. Is it an install? Is it at first launch? Only when you go to click on people? Microsoft hasn't really said that I can find at least. So let me be very, very clear about what I'm claiming here, because I don't want to be one of those channels. I'm not telling you that Microsoft scanned your face without asking. I can't prove that. Nobody really can. What I am telling you is that their own documentation says that some regions require consent, and then they won't say what happens in the ones that don't. Oh, and one more thing, because this happened as I was putting this video together, Microsoft finally said something. They gave a statement to PC World. Check this out. OneDrive Photos is already generally available today, and we're now previewing its new gallery as Photos Preview for Windows Insiders in the experimental channel, the company said in a statement provided by a company representative. This update arrived through a OneDrive update rather than a separate install. Face grouping is visible only to the account owner and is never shared. Users also have the ability to opt out at any time. And this is the line that I was talking about earlier. They're reiterating here. Microsoft doesn't use these to train its AI models. All the data is deleted after 30 days. We'll get feedback from insiders and then we'll figure it out before we push it out. Okay, so it's an insider preview thing only. Got it. Okay, fine. Except at the beginning of this video, and this guy at PC World, his PC wasn't enrolled in the Windows Insider program. Mine isn't either. I don't think, at least. I may have turned it on. So I'll have to check. I'm pretty sure this desktop is not in the Insider program. So Microsoft's explanation for how this happened doesn't match what happened to the reporter that they gave the explanation to. It's not me spinning it. Literally go read the article on PC World. It says it right here. It is also installed on my work laptop in non-preview version. So, what is going on? And then there's one more thing, and this absolutely blew my mind. If you're with me, you're still hanging out, make sure that you hit subscribe, throw a like on the video, because things are about to get hairy. And also, if you want updates on this, I'm sure I'm going to be covering it more in the future. There's a lot of content here to dig through. So if you like it, great. If not, it's been nice having you. Okay, check this out. There's this line that people have found in Microsoft's interface that says this. Check this out. This is interesting. Under the people section, you can only turn off this setting 3 times a year. And that's been sitting there since at least January of last year, by the way. This is not new. 3 times a year on a privacy switch. Why does that limitation exist? Well, a reporter asked Microsoft why, naturally. Microsoft actually refused to explain it. And then Windows Central went ahead and actually tested it and found out you can toggle it freely now with no warning. So it looks like it's either old or they just quietly stopped enforcing it. Either way, an interesting thing to have there. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you can only say no 3 times because it appears not to be true anymore. But what I will tell you is that somebody at Microsoft typed that sentence and shipped it. Wouldn't explain it when they were asked about it. And then it just, I guess, went away. Doesn't seem like the most reasonable thing to build, but what do I know? So of course, this brand new Photos app hit Reddit, and this thread is crazy. I'm going to walk you through some of these responses here because it's pretty crazy stuff. This is a top comment here, and it's no surprise why. When will Microsoft learn that no means no? No means ask me again later. That really just sums up the relationship with Microsoft that we have right now. And then the chain under this is when things really get good. And this one might be my favorite comment. Super underrated. Yes, later. 3 times left. That's some inside baseball if I've ever seen it. Hilarious. Great job, Warden127. All right, let's talk about some practical stuff real quick. It's probably helpful. First, you should go check and see if you have it. You can go to settings, installed apps, and then obviously look for OneDrive. But the people setting, we should probably talk about that. It's a OneDrive setting, not a Windows setting, because remember, this app is just a shell around OneDrive.com. So go into your OneDrive settings, look under privacy on mobile. I believe it's privacy and permissions. Look for a section called people and turn that crap off. Shit, even. We're all adults here, right? I have to tell you this, Microsoft is not like formally documented where this control lives. Their support page literally just says that you can turn it off anytime through the settings and then doesn't tell you where settings is. So let's just hunt for it. Have fun. Third, if you want it gone, I'm talking gone. Two people actually tested on their own machines and they both said that you can't remove it on its own because it's tied to OneDrive. So pulling it means pulling the entire client. There's one write-up out there claiming that there's a standalone uninstall, but that outlet that I looked at didn't test it and hedged twice, so I wouldn't count on it. If you want to try, apparently it's settings, apps, installed apps, and then search for OneDrive photos. You can see if a standalone uninstall exists there. And if you are going to remove OneDrive, by the way, this is pretty important. One warning that I saw in a thread, and it's a good one, is you should turn off folder redirection first. Otherwise, there's a possibility that OneDrive can take your documents folder with it on the way out. Somebody in this thread said that it moved his documents to the cloud folder, it broke his system, it was a whole thing. So just be aware when you're tinkering with stuff like this. Make sure you do your research. Don't just take my word for it. Like, actually go look it up. Every system is a little different, potentially. Fourth, and this is the one that actually sticks according to a bunch of people in the thread, use a local account. That's a great one. If you're on a local account, OneDrive doesn't really do anything, even if it does reinstall itself. So that's a good option too. And then there's the registry stuff. And I just want to point out one key here because the name is incredible. Silent installed apps enabled. Somebody at Microsoft named a feature silent installed apps and then shipped it turned on. That's not me being cynical. That's just the name of the thing. I'm just telling you, it's just the name of the thing. Now, the Reddit answer to all of this is just to run a debloat script. And there's a ton of those on GitHub that I'm sure you've seen. I'm not going to point you at a specific one. And I'm going to say the honest thing, which is that telling normal people to run a PowerShell script is not a fix. Like, my dad is not going to be running a PowerShell script anytime soon, which, by the way, might be the funniest part of this whole thing, because the knock on Linux for 20 years was that you had to use the terminal to get anything working. And now somebody in one of these threads had pointed out that it's inverted now. On Linux, you use the terminal to add things that you want. And then on Windows, you use a terminal to remove things that you didn't ask for. It's kind of funny. All right, to wrap it up. So 7 days. That is the time between the we appreciate LG working towards a shared goal, better experience, all that good stuff, Microsoft app appearing on machines that nobody asked for. 7 days, that's a whole week. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And look, I don't think that anybody at Microsoft is sitting in a room doing something evil with your face. I really don't. Or maybe they are. I don't know. Could be the boring truth of it. Could be the exciting news. Anyway, if you guys would do me a huge favor, go open settings and open installed apps on your computer. I'm actually curious to see if you guys have this. And then look for OneDrive photos on your machine right now. And then let me know in the comments if it's there. I actually kind of want to know how widespread this is because the reporting is like all over the place on who's getting it. So tell me if you found it on your system. And then also, if you wouldn't mind telling me what version of Windows you're on as well. And if you ever got asked about the face thing, did that ever pop up? Because I never did. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy content like this. And as always, I'll see you next time. Have a good weekend.